Hello everybody, my name is Tom Griss and we're in Outlaws of the Old West, and today we're going to go through some of the stuff you can build in the carpentry bench, which is this bench right here. You can build this bench right here for 15 wood, which you get from chopping down trees. The first couple of functions you would do with this is to build your next tier of tools, and also some cabinetry, some stuff like that there. So, in the carpentry bench, you have the wooden canteen, the small hatchet, or axe, whatever you want to call it. You have the pickaxe, the metal spear, the hammer, which is used for building plank structures, as you can see there, the bucket, which is used for carrying water, the fishing rod, which is for fishing, obviously. The shovel right now does not have a function. It is just merely there holding a place, I guess. Bed, obviously, so you can respawn. Standing torch, obviously, if you want light. Throwing knife is another type of weapon. The plank trough is for horses. You can fill it with either food or water. Whiskey keg. It doesn't just hold whiskey, though. It holds anything. It's just a storage chest. But the idea is to store whiskey in there. And then we have the town bell, which is exactly that. It is a town bell that you can ring and it makes a bell sound and people can hear it from a very long distance away. A large mailbox is just a mailbox. A storage box is a large storage box. Also, you can build a shelf, which is just another storage device. A wardrobe, which only holds clothing, it will not hold anything else. And a gun cabinet that only holds guns, it will not hold anything else, including ammo. It will not hold the ammo. A coffee grinder you can grind up and make coffee with. You have to buy the coffee beans off of the general store guy. Then you have the compost bin. You put rotten food in there and it comes out, or rotten meat, whatever, and it comes out fertilizer. Then you have the butter churner. You can put milk from the cows in here and it turns into butter, and then you can eat that butter. They don't have any recipes right now, so yeah, that's all you can do with the butter is eat it. Then they have the single sign, which is basically just what it says. It's just a little cross sign made out of wood and rope. And then they have the next one up. That one's out of planks. I think this one should require at least probably 5 iron ore, because there is metal in this one. But right now it's just planks. Also the double paneled sign, which is basically the same as this sign, only looks a little more beat up. Then we got the swinging sign for your town. I think this one should be a little bit bigger, but that's just my opinion. But it's pretty good. Then we have the bunk bed, which it's just a normal bed for spawning. As far as I know, there's no cooldown timer on a bed. I think maybe that you can use multiple people can use this one. I haven't tested it out yet, but we will for surely do that. The well, obviously it's a well. A handsaw, that's for making fort structures. Then we have the refrigerator, which you need ice to make it work. And we have a chair, which is pretty straightforward. A windmill doesn't seem to have any function yet. Seems to just be kind of there. It says harnesses the power of the wind, but it doesn't do anything for you, so I'm hoping that they add that in soon, or at all for that matter. But anyway, Then they have the outhouse. Now the outhouse does not function either, but there again, I don't think your character has to defecate, so... then they have a wooden spoon, which is a decorative item. Another storage cabinet, this one's a little fancier. Then they have the wall cabinet. This is just a little shelf that you hang on the wall that's got a little drawer in it. I think there's like 6 storage spots, something like that. Wall cabinet, basically just an upgraded version of this. Stool, obviously a stool is for sitting on. The table here is, pretty decent looking table. This one right now is kind of bugged. When you make it, it floats in the air about, 3 or 4 feet off the ground. So that one's bugged. Don't make that table. The round table is, well, just that, a round table. The wall clock is just that, a wall clock. It's purely decorative. It doesn't actually work for time. But also the hanging signs, basically just the other signs without the standing part. Then you have the large wall sign, but that is about the same size as the medium sign. So I'm not really sure why they call that a large sign. Maybe it has more ability to display a message. I don't know. Then we have the town signs. They call these gates, but they don't actually have a gate on them. Now these are great. I love when they put these in. However, they put them in such a fashion that they are identical on both sides. All except this one. So it is almost impossible to tell which way they are facing when you put them down. This is the one right here that you can tell what is the back and the front. But all the rest of these is very difficult to tell. But they are cool because, you can make a pretty good sign with it and everything. So yeah, those are all the things that you can do in the carpentry bench. Hope this helped you out. Bye.